is going to blow your mind. A prophecy from 3 months ago about Donald Trump. Let's play it.
Throughout, and I saw Trump rising up, and then I saw an attempt on his life. This bullet flew by his ear, and it came so close to his head that it busted his eardrum.
On his right ear running.
And I saw he fell to his knees during this time frame, and he started worshiping the Lord. He got radically born again during this time frame. I'm talking, people say he's saved now, but he becomes really on fire for Jesus from what I saw coming.
For my atheist, agnostic, and skeptic friends, I want you guys to go to this YouTube channel and see it for yourself. Logically, how does this make sense? 3 months ago. Not only that, he even knew which ear it was. And with all respect, time is running out, and God wants a relationship with you.
Well, my mind wasn't blown. And let me tell you why my mind wasn't blown. Because if you watch that video, you actually see these three prophets who are claiming to be prophets, these three people. And you basically see them, one, just throwing shit against the wall to see what sticks. But two, they were making predictions that were incredibly vague. And they were making predictions that the weather, the NOAA, the weather people are already making. The guy goes into, that particular guy, goes into the whole thing about the fact that there's going to be these long track tornadoes. Well, there weren't any long track tornadoes, but we did have a record season of tornadoes. But he made the predictions in after the first month of tornado season, where we were already seeing a high number of tornadoes. So he was basically prophesizing about what was already happening, much like some of your books of the Bible, like Daniel, which is written after some of the events had already happened. So he's in the midst of something that's already happening and claiming them to be prophecies. They had already predicted that this was going to be one heck of a year for hurricanes. So he didn't prophesize anything. If that's the case, then the weather people are prophets. And then as far as the Donald Trump thing, the guy who made the video, the creator, talks about, oh, he even predicted the ear. Well, if you look at the video, he's sitting in such a way that the only ear he could demonstrate to the camera, because he's sitting like this, would be the same ear that he claimed the bullet was going to fly past. But according to the news medias that I've seen thus far, the bullet never went past Donald Trump. Donald Trump was never shot. He was shot at. But the bullet supposedly hit the teleprompter, and it was a piece of glass that went past his ear and cut his ear. It wasn't the bullet going by, and his eardrum wasn't busted. So if the prophecy has some false things to it, then therefore the prophecy is false, right? Now he's predicting that Donald Trump's going to win, and there's a self-fulfilling prediction that he did that was a slick-ass political move. Slick. I got to give him credit for it. He said that he saw a red wave coming out of Michigan and Oklahoma. All right. Michigan is well known as a swing state. And it's one of those states that if you win that state, you got a pretty good chance of winning the election because of how they already know how most states are going to vote. So this could be a self-fulfilling prophecy where now this video is over 1 million views on YouTube. And if people who are Christians and MAGAs in Michigan are seeing it, it's like, oh, he was right. Look, he predicted Donald Trump. He predicted the tornadoes. He didn't say the hurricanes specifically, but he predicted these things. We got to go out and fulfill God's prophecy. That could become a self-fulfilling prophecy simply because he made the statement. And people are listening to it, and therefore they go out and they self-fulfill the prophecy. If he had never said it, those people might be sitting their asses at home. And he said they're going to come out in torches. So they will come out and they will have their torches. They will self-fulfill that prophecy. That is the way to mentally control people by utilizing religion, is to do things like that. But as far as him predicting Donald Trump becoming a born again and all this, the day after Donald Trump decided he was going to go play him a round of golf. Donald Trump didn't go into solitude. He didn't go into prayer. He didn't go into getting some counseling. He didn't go into coming out and teaching and preaching to the people. He didn't change none of his policies that he knows that are actually against the Bible. He didn't do any of those things. No, He went and played golf. That's what he went and did. And predicting a crash in the economy, they've been predicting a crash that's worse than the Great Depression damn near every year. And they all go unproven. So this guy would qualify, for the most part, as a false prophet. Because, see, a false prophet doesn't just get something right one time. A false prophet gets things... Oh, let me rephrase that. A true prophet doesn't get things right just one time. But all their prophecies have to be right. That's how you can tell a false prophet according to your own Bible. Now, him making a prophecy in the midst of events is not a prophecy. It's a well hypothesized and visible guess. Him making the one about Trump is not a prophecy. We know that there are people are very, very much agitated right now, they're high strung. I wouldn't be surprised if there is an attempt on Biden's life before we get to this election. Wouldn't be surprised at all. It'd be stupid, because Trump does have a good chance of beating Biden by the way Biden been acting. So it'd be dumb to do that, because you don't want somebody else running in place of Biden who has a better opportunity of beating Trump. So if any of you MAGAs are listening, you might want to leave Biden alone, because he is messing up his own campaign. He doesn't need y'all help. You go shoot at him, it's just going to galvanize the Democrats the same way this is galvanizing the Republicans. And as far as him predicting anything else about the economy and all that sort of thing, he predicting things that are going on that's supposed to happen in a year from now. If they don't happen, nobody's going to remember this video, and nobody's going to remember that he's a false prophet. And that's what most people don't realize. They make these prophecies in the hopes that if it doesn't happen, you won't remember. But if the one time something happens, all of a sudden, they're a prophet. But you got to get it right all the time if you claim that you're hearing from this God. So if Trump wins, which is very possible, that's not a prophecy. All the other things he was talking about, let's see if they happen, because they're not. He's already proven that he don't know what he's talking about. So all you Christians, y'all need to be weary of all of this, because these people are manipulating you through your own religion and you don't even realize it. You're just happy to have somebody saying something that's on your side. So y'all have a great day. And remember always, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.